This time, instead of sharing COVID numbers, I am sharing with everybody the flu numbers. If you take a look at this blue line that's to the left above the month of October, you'll see that even in 2019-20, which is the green line, that even at that time, the number of flu cases in October heading into November was much less than what it is now. The Santa Clara County Public Health medical team shared with superintendents last week that one of the reasons for this is because we were being so careful and protective of ourselves and each other to assure that we didn't get COVID. And along with that meant that we didn't get a lot of other viruses that we normally do to help build community immunity. The other thing is that throughout COVID, we got behind on our vaccinations. So I share this because I would like to highly encourage that everybody, if you haven't already, take advantage of getting a flu vaccine. I have signed myself up for one next week during Thanksgiving, as well as a new COVID bivalent, and I hope that many others who haven't done so yet will do the same. I would also like to remind everybody that next week is our Thanksgiving week. Monday is a day for all of our team members to do professional development around equity and social emotional learning. And then the rest of the week for our team members as well is vacation. And one of the other things that the county shared with us is that the spike in COVID was seen now about 4 weeks ago, or maybe even 6 weeks ago in Europe. Then it found its way to the east coast of the US, and they said they expected to see it here on the west coast during Thanksgiving week. And Thanksgiving week is one of the most traveled weeks in the United States because it's an opportunity for us to see family and friends. So I would like to remind everybody of the importance of making sure that you check yourself, and if you are experiencing any symptoms of COVID, please get tested, and also please be mindful of those that you haven't been around lately, and if they have not tested negative, that you give yourself some space. And I have 3 things for all of us to remember. Pick up your test by November 18th from your school or office. Do the test on November 27th, that is the Sunday before we return. And log the test results in My Primary Health for MUSD. And Scott will be sharing with everybody through Parent Square and also in our social media the message to the right, which is about safety first and how we continue to protect each other and ourselves by being mindful of the spike and helping to do what we can to minimize its impact here in Milpitas. And also, again, as I shared with you, that the flu has spiked here in Santa Clara County. Another virus, which typically is something that kids experience, is called RSV, and it is not good for little kids, nor is it good for our older community members or for immunocompromised members or people who have asthma. So another thing to remember is that those masks, they protect us against COVID. They also protect against things like the flu and RSV. So if you have a negative COVID test, but you have a cough or sniffles, at least take care of those around you by wearing a mask. And that's my COVID update and district update for tonight.